it's so hard to not see them because it's like kind of you don't really get a warning. It's just, oh, I'm seeing somebody's last moments, and it's affecting me a lot. I'm already not sleeping well just because of life circumstances, living circumstances, which was a whole poop show last night with the neighbors above were just being complete nightmarish demons with the carrying on and the slamming things into the floor all afternoon because I'm sitting there trying to get videos up and trying to edit things and pull things together to get this content going because I need another source of income and, still continuing to look for another job because the one I have is not paying enough. Trying to look for an apartment that is affordable for both my sister and I, that's not going to make us house poor. Like, as it is, we're already going to be putting like 50% of our salaries into these apartments between rent and utilities. Not to mention our other bills are outside of those. And it's like, and I'm just not sleeping well, and I'm having my pain issues are back, and cortisol issues cortisol levels are through the roof, and I'm just everything. And then when you put all the outside elements outside of your own life, and it's getting to me, I'm kind of fluctuating between feeling everything because I think not most, but many human beings were very empathetic. I think human beings in general are empathetic beings. And then some of us are overly sensitive. And while I do my best to protect myself day and night, it's getting to me. And I'm fluctuating between feeling all the emotions, especially after I see things, and you're thinking about the people and their last moments, and you're thinking about the families and the aftermath and what they're going to have to go through, and then your own life, and then emotions are so high where I'm literally just out of nowhere, I'm like, tears are coming, and then the next moment I'm numb, and I have to numb myself. But then I have to remind myself, don't numb yourself, because I spent many, many, many years numb, so I don't feel, so I can function. But that's not healthy. You have to feel. And it's trying to get that balance back of feeling so your empathy doesn't go away, because you don't want to lose your empathy for yourself and for others, but you don't want to take on so much that you're disabling yourself, that you're emotionally distraught all the time. And you don't want to be numb, because numb means you can literally see somebody drop in front of you and you're so numb, you just walk by as if nothing's happening. Like, finding that healthy balance, I'm struggling with finding that healthy balance. I'm trying. And I'm surprised, because I thought I had that down. I thought I learned through years of therapy and just life. But in the last several months, I find myself struggling with that. So I'm trying, and I want to know, is anybody else struggling with that? Whether you're feeling too much, whether you're not feeling at all, or if you are able to balance, what are you doing to help balance? Because life doesn't stop for us. No matter what happens in the world, life does not stop for us. Even if people in our own life pass away, life doesn't stop. You still have to go to work. You still have to function. If you have kids and a spouse, you still have to take care of them. You have to take care of yourself. You have to eat. You have to get yourself to work. You have to get your house together. Like, you have to function. Like, how are you functioning with being an empathetic human being to all the madness that is occurring on this globe? And it may be within your own life, and like not being a disastrous, chaotic mess, please let me know in the comment section. What are you doing? And know that I do pray all the time. I talk to Creator all day long. So it's not just a matter of praying. What can you actively do along with praying if you pray? And I know everybody doesn't pray. That's not my business if you do or don't. But what do you do actively, you as a human being in this earthly body and this earthly self? What do you do actively aside from praying to cope? I also wanted to talk about the movie Straw. And I know a lot of people are talking about this movie. And let me preface this by saying that I have to be honest, I fluctuate on how I feel about Tyler Perry. Because, and not even fluctuate, I love that he creates every show or movie that he creates hundreds of jobs for people. People are employed, from the actors to the extras to the film crew to the catering, to the security, to the drivers, to the people who clean. Like, he creates hundreds of jobs per production, which is awesome. Awesome. I love that. What I don't love is the trauma. And I guess that goes back to what I just previously said. Like, why do we have to recreate trauma? Yes, the themes in his movies, they do occur in real life, of course. He said they've occurred in the lives of women he knew, and in many people's lives, but where is the joy? Where is the safe nuclear family? Where is the educated Black woman with the joy? Where is the Black man who doesn't abuse, take advantage, who steps up without being asked? Where the children are just kids and they just go to school and nobody bothers them, nobody harms them? Where are the Black couples that are together and married? All negative, all the worst traumas that can occur. Why is nobody ever happy? You've had multiple opportunities to put out normalcy and peace and calm and success and healthy love and healthy growth, and you don't do it. And then even if you did come from that kind of background, you living in it wasn't enough. You need to see it on screen. You need to see your traumatic existence thrown back on you on the screen. That doesn't make any sense to me. Your own trauma isn't in your head. You're not fighting your own trauma. You're not fighting your own demons to try and stay a functioning human being. You're not fighting to stay a good spouse, to be a better spouse than you saw. You're not fighting to be a better parent than how you were parented. I was watching social media and they were talking about, and this comes up over and over and over again, about teens and how I guess there's a growing movement for people to let their teens sleep in. You know, if it's the weekend or summer holiday or any long holiday, as long as there's no, obviously, school, sporting events, family events, jobs, to they're letting their kids sleep in. Now, I grew up in a household where it was very much frowned upon to sleep all day. Any uh, Caribbean West Indian person, knows that they don't like their children to sleep in. It's like if you're up at the crack of dawn, many of them, not all, many of them feel that you should be up at the crack of dawn too, which is crazy.